Hello everybody. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys a simple technique that you can do to strengthen your feet and your ankles. It is a postural exercise technique that also helps keep everything in your body aligned. So I've been showing videos on postural exercises, and today I'm just breaking it down further on what you're supposed to do with your feet. I'm noticing that when I've been teaching people how to do these exercises, they're kind of confused on how their feet should be. So they'll be, doing the neutral posture position where they will be curling their hips in under them and sucking in their gut and keeping their rib cage in line with their hips. But their feet are just not doing anything, and that's also very important too. So right here you can see a lot of people when they're doing these postural exercises, I'll show you guys real quick. What they're doing is they're letting their feet kind of like fall in like that while they're trying to keep their posture straight. Unfortunately, when you let your feet fall in like that, you're actually not helping your posture. You're actually making things worse. Throughout life, you should be focusing on keeping your inner ankle bones high as you're walking or standing or running. So right here, the inner ankle bones are right in the inner part of your foot right here. A lot of people experience knee pain and hip pain and lower back pain because what happens is their inner ankle bones are falling inwards. So ankle, knee, hip, and back pain will ensue. So their inner ankle bones are falling inwards. You're kind of overpronating your feet in, okay? So I've exercised my feet so much that it's kind of hard for me to do it, but it's kind of like a sticking out, like this part of your foot sticking out. So one way to, an exercise to actually combat that, something that I discovered a very long time ago, I call it arch raisers or arch raising. So pretty much what you do is with your foot, so please ignore my ugly toes, but with your foot what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead, you're going to press the rim of the toe bone, so the balls of the toes into the ground and the heel into the ground. So kind of like under your foot kind of looks like a triangle. So it's like it's like a triangle. It's hard to make sense on my hand. But the top part of your foot is long and out, and then it goes down into a point where your heel is. So what you're going to do is you're going to press those balls of your feet into the ground, and what's going to happen is your arch will start to raise. Now be careful, don't curl your toes in. Keep your toes flat. What you're going to do is you're going to push and raise, raise that arch. And you can see everything is kind of activating. My ankle is activating, my shin muscles are activating, everything's activating. So you can do this while standing. I'll do this with one foot so it makes sense. So you're going to push and down. Push, you're going to raise and down. On the inside it looks like this. See how my arch is raising? So now when you're standing, you're going to think, as you're standing, you want to push the balls of your feet into the ground as you're standing while you're trying to keep your posture in alignment, in that neutral posture position. Because otherwise, if you're standing and you're not pushing your feet into the ground, boom, your ankles roll in, which is not good. Also, you want to think about your tibias kind of going outward. So outward towards the outside part of your feet. Your ankles or your knees will follow. So when you're raising your arch, things are kind of, your tibia bones are kind of going outward. You're not bow-legged or anything like that, but they're going outward. That way it's going to stack the knees and hips and keep everything in alignment. So something that helps me understand this technique better is when I think about, so like getting pretty like spiritual here, because I'm also a Reiki practitioner too, but I think about the earth's energy into the ground that coming from the ground and pushing into my feet. So the earth's energy is holding me up. And as it's holding me up, it's making me taller. So just think about that. So you're kind of clawing the ground with the balls of your feet, with your heel. Okay, you're clawing the ground with those elements. And now what's happening is you're kind of like activating, I think of it as activating the earth energy. So you're activating the earth energy, and now that earth's energy goes up into your feet, and it pushes you up, 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 and it makes you taller and taller. Okay? So go ahead, try those arch raisers. So remember, you're gonna push your feet into the ground, raise the arch. Push your feet in, or push the balls of your feet into the ground, raise the arch. So do that about like 3 sets of 10, okay? And as you're standing there, think about pushing the balls of your feet into the ground, and think about the earth just making, the earth's energy just pushing into you and making you taller. Everything's getting taller, okay? So you can do that 3 sets of 10, or alternatively, you can do 3 sets of 1 minute of just holding it like that, okay? So yeah, so go ahead and try that and let me know what you think. And if you have any questions and would like to learn more and, you know, train more or whatever, I'm also a trainer, and I'd be very happy to assist you in your movement practice.